and I'm not trying to cause a kerfuffle, Joe. Caitlin Clark is a hell of a lot better than Angel Reese.
Did y'all see Angel Reese on Wildin' Out?
Mm-hmm. I've seen Angel Reese wildin' out. I don't know if I've seen her on Wildin' Out. Angel Reese won't sit her fucking ass down. Okay, she should probably have somebody in place to let her know. See, whoever she got is telling her to go pop up everywhere. That's not what Caitlin Clark people were saying, not to make it a racial thing.
They're not saying that at all.
Not to make it a race thing.
Angel Reese's off-court choices have sparked a lot of criticism. She certainly has a strong presence in the WNBA, but her persona outside of it may be taking precedence over her basketball career. Her highly publicized actions and statements have drawn plenty of negative reactions from fans and critics alike. On the other hand, Caitlin Clark has become the face of women's basketball. It boils down to her electric play on the court, but the way she carries herself out beyond that has certainly made her even more of a fan favorite. She handles all of the outside pressure with class, and it has made her a great role model for others.
So I think it's really just the fans, her fans, the Iowa fans, now the Indiana fans that are like, they ride for her. And I respect that respectfully, but sometimes it's very disrespectful. I think there's a lot of racism when it comes to it, and I don't believe she stands on any of that.
She has also caught flack for hosting a show where guest Kayla Nicole shared questionable stories regarding her ex-boyfriend Travis Kelce, who is now dating Taylor Swift. Angel Reese even stated in the podcast "I Loved You Two Together" the segment has gotten her a lot of negative publicity online. There is a large amount of Taylor Swift fans, and they are some of the most devoted celebrity fan bases. There are online baiting outrage. Among them will do no favors for Angel Reese's positive public perception, yet this will lead to her name being mentioned much more on social media. This is a technique that many content creators and public figures use to generate fame. Hang a lot of hate is likely by design here, even down to the name of the podcast called...
Wait, you was talking about WNBA earlier. Did y'all see Angel Reese on Wildin' Out?
I've seen Angel Reese wildin' out. I don't know if I've seen her on Wildin' Out. Angel Reese won't sit her fucking ass down.
They refer to Angel Reese being seen in many different events, always being visible in the public eye. Her appearance at MTV's Wild and Out specifically was subject to a lot of attention and criticism for her outfit, which was labeled by many as promiscuous or skimpy. These out choices are a constant criticism of Angel Reese during her various public appearances. She attended the Victoria's Secret fashion show in New York City, with some sources noting that she even stood out from the models with her.
Okay, she should probably have somebody in place to let her know. See, whoever she got is telling her to go pop up everywhere. That's not what Caitlin Clark people were saying, not to make it a racial thing.
They're not saying that at all.
Not to make it a race thing. It's just, we just on some star rookie shit now. All season, you keep putting yourself in the same box as Caitlin Clark, but it's more than basketball. That's the same, my point with Cole. It's more than rap. It's more than rap. It's more than this. I wish Angel Reese nothing but the best.
Same.
Great season. Great rookie campaign.
People have been comparing the two women's basketball stars ever since their college days. As soon as Angel Reese started taunting Caitlin Clark during the national championship game, the discussion surrounding their rivalry became more than just basketball, but how they carried themselves out off the court. Angel Reese was copying Caitlin Clark's "You Can't See Me," and she was pointing to her ring finger once she knew her team had secured the win for the title. LSU ended up coming away with the national championship over Iowa that year. In the post-press conference, Caitlin Clark was a class act despite their heartbreaking loss. A reporter had asked her about Angel Reese taunting her.
There's a lot blown up on Twitter about Angel Reese following you around, pointing to her ring finger and taunting you.
Honestly, I have no idea. I was just trying to get to the handshake line and shake hands and, be grateful that my team was in that position. That's all you can do is, hold your head high, be proud of what you did, and, all the credit in the world to LSU. They were tremendous. They deserve it.
Caitlin Clark made sure to give credit where credit is due, may it be towards unsportsmanlike opponents. She wanted to shake hands with all of them. Still, she spun a potentially controversial question into a way to remain positive about what just transpired. There's a toughness in how she approaches the huge loss without shame, victimhood, or animosity towards others. Let's compare that to how Angel Reese conducted herself at the post-game press conference the next year when they didn't end up winning the national championship. Surrounded by her teammates, she started venting about all of the outside sources of tragedy in her life. She was crying to the media about,
"I've been through so much. I've seen so much. I've been attacked so many times. death threats, I've been sexualized, I've been threatened, I've been so many things, and I've stood strong every single time. And I just try to stand strong for my teammates because I don't want them to see me down and like not be there for them. So I just want them to always just know, like, I'm still a human. Like, all this has happened since I won the national championship, and I said the other day I haven't had peace since then. And it sucks, but I still wouldn't change. I wouldn't change anything, and I would still sit here and say, like, I'm unapologetically me.
During other interviews, she doesn't feel sorry for herself at all. She was boasting about the national championship game against Caitlin Clark. She was specifically saying that women's basketball is not more popular now only because of Caitlin Clark, but that she also deserves a lot of credit for that.
I think so many people are watching women's basketball right now. It all started from the national championship game, and I've been dealing with this for 2 years now. People are talking about women's basketball, but you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to games. We got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas, like just because of one single game. And I know I'll go down in history. I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that. Like, it's not just because of one person. A lot of us have done so much for this game. And
once they got to the league, this kind of sentiment remained despite the overwhelming data that states Caitlin Clark was bringing more attention to the WNBA than anyone by a large margin. People are ready to take that credit away from her, even the WNBA commissioner, who gets more chances now to speak publicly. Because of the wide interest in Clark, often ends up deflecting that interest towards other less popular players.
I noticed when you're asking about Caitlin a lot, you bring up other rookies as well.
No league's ever about one player. That player could get hurt or whatever. So I think it's just to give recognition that in sports, people watch for compelling content and rivalries. And you can't do that alone as one person.
Meanwhile, the fan perception of Angel Reese as a WNBA has still been very negative. This doesn't make her an ideal representative of the women's league. Angel Reese's outspoken nature seeps into her play on the basketball court. As well, she has previously been ejected from the game for foul words that she had said in the middle of the game. She has been touted as overly aggressive with a style of play that gets too physical and can at times be described as dirty. This is shown further when she has put up against Caitlin Clark. She has smacked Caitlin on the head while she was going for a layup. It was upgraded to a flagrant foul after review due to the clearly excessive impact from the windup and follow-through of the swing for the unnecessary contact to the head. This dirty play has also seemed to inspire other players of the Chicago Sky when Chindy Carter performed a cheap shot against Caitlin Clark that knocked her down to the ground. Even when she was just standing without the ball, you could see Angel Reese on the sidelines cheering and clapping for what her teammate just did. It's a wild statistic that 177% of all flagrant fouls committed in the WNBA were done against Caitlin Clark this last season. It's even more telling, though, that out of all the flagrant fouls done against her, only one of them was not from the Chicago Sky. There is clear statistical proof of this animosity that Angel Reese's entire team has against Caitlin Clark. Unfortunately, this is the case even when some of the dirty plays done against Caitlin Clark were not being called flagrant fouls. Chindy Carter's shoulder check against Caitlin, for example, was only ruled as a common foul during the game, and it was only long after the game had ended that the league decided to upgrade it to a flagrant after plenty of criticism from viewers and media started pouring in against the call. This is one of the many reasons that Caitlin Clark is such a fitting face of the WNBA.